This is something at least I feel has been restricting me, has been holding me back, has literally been me not living my life how I could have been living it for over 25 years. This video is gonna be about autistic traits I wish I had known about as a child. Yeah. Let's get right into it. First one is recognizing faces. So yeah, for most of my life, I didn't even think about this because, I mean, when you grow up and you're in school, you see your teachers every day, you see your classmates every day, your friends every day. So that's not something you will actually notice. But I mean, growing older, I had quite a lot of jobs that were kind of behind the counter, you know, like a bar or something, like a coffee shop. Someone comes up to the bar, orders a drink. I'm like, yeah, all right, you know, take the money and everything. And then just maybe the situation, something happens and I gotta be the one bringing the drink to that person. Or someone tells me, oh, can you just give him that, you know, what he just ordered? And that's, I think, the first time I realized, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? Like, this is embarrassing as fuck. I cannot, like, say, who was that again? Like, this is something you have to know, right? But I just can't. So I walk around hoping someone's gonna wave at me because, you know, like, that's how I try to cope. I was waiting for people to, like, wave at me or some kind of sign because it's okay if I don't see them and walk accidentally past them. So I was trying to make that situation happen. Imagine that. That's just crazy. Like, it would have been nice to just know that that's a thing and it's okay. It's all right. You don't have to recognize faces like everyone else. I always thought I just struggle with that and it's not something that's okay. So I have to try like to find ways to cope with it. But then I stumbled upon some videos on YouTube, you know, people saying they're autistic and they can't remember any faces. And I was just like, whoa, thank you. At the photo jobs I'm completely secure with my work. I don't feel insecure and anxious or anything like that. But even if I take someone's photo, I have a small, brief conversation, you know, like, I don't know, something. I will even compliment them on what they're wearing maybe. But I guarantee you 5 minutes later, I will not recognize these people again. Like, it just does not stick. I can consciously try to work on that. But hey, it's not in me. Cause dude, after all, it doesn't matter. The next one, I really wish I would have known this as a child. It would have just changed my life. Like, it's crazy because I never thought it was something to even address, talk about, something that needs to be worked out. There's something that's not my fault. I always thought, oh, I don't know why, but something wrong with you. So what I'm talking about is voice. It's about having a monotone voice. And I think one thing, I have never understood punctuation. Like, I don't know when to put a comma, language in general, I love it. So that wasn't a problem. But when people tell you, you know, like, just listen to your natural flow of speak, like the voice when it goes up and down. I don't have that. I've never understood that. So how can I put a comma when the natural voice is going where? Like, you know, and the more stressed I am, the more monotone it becomes. So one time at school, I had this presentation and the teacher told me afterwards, everything I said was amazing. Like, that was grade A, right? But my voice was so monotone, so he can't give me the best grade. The reason that was shocking for me is because I had no idea how to fix that. And it was just something that, like, I was stressed out, obviously, standing in front of the class, but I had no idea how to fix something like that. That's why I love music so much too, because it's just fun recording videos and art and all of that, because it kind of, you know, messes with those boundaries. Like, you can do anything you want with your voice. In rap, go up with your voice, go down whenever you like. For others that comes natural, not for me either. I guess I just like to rip the words apart and just put them in, you know. I just love the fact that that's like the only place you're allowed to do what you like. There's something magical about that. But I don't know, man, it's just crazy I don't notice it, because I've been realizing recording my voice just on beats. I have this thing where I put up a random beat, style of beat I probably wouldn't have made, And I try to just record on that, and it's just teaching me a lot, because I'm suddenly realizing things about my voice I never have realized. It's just like, it's fun. That's the thing. That's why I wish I would have known this as a kid, because once you realize it's okay, and once you realize it's a thing that other people have it too, like, you're gonna be fine living with that. But if you can't recognize that, it's never gonna come, that moment. Like, you're never gonna realize that it's okay. And I'm just here saying that it's all right. I'm not gonna say it gets easier, but it gets so much easier by just knowing that it's okay, and you're not the only one, and there's a reason for that. You're just born like that, and it's okay. Like, you know, I don't know. That's one thing the school system just really didn't do for me. It's like everything we taught, I think the most important things I wasn't taught. It took me 30 years to learn that. Oh. Anyway, that's why I'm here now. Let's me check the next point. That leads me to the next point, which is just sad, yo. And that is like the first impression you give off. So I've been told, I thought you're arrogant, I thought you think you're something better, but now I know you're a nice person. I'm like, I don't really care about things like that. I think I'm the most awful person at first impressions, because you know what? Having a monotone voice, not recognizing faces, like shit like that, and not communication, like I just don't understand. Or I don't know what people do when they meet each other. It's always been a mystery to me. It doesn't really help, right? That people tell you that, oh, I thought you're arrogant. Let's go over there. Okay, so the next one makes a lot of sense. Recognizing faces, voices, speech patterns, monotone voice, and the first impression. And now, hey, by any means, it only makes sense that being perceived is not the nicest feeling, so I got a little movie on that. There's something about phone calls, and I also don't understand it. There's such a huge difference for me if I have to make a phone call, if I write a text, or if I meet someone face to face. I guess phone call is only my voice, right? And if I'm stressed out, you know how my voice is arrogant and monotone. I absolutely dread phone calls, and the thing is, if I'm prepared in my mind, like I have all these coping mechanisms, and if I have to make a phone call, I probably nail it. Like 10 out of 10. Like I can't do that. But you know, the thing is, once you realize that it's all like a show, I want to nail that phone call in a chill manner. I don't want to have to stress out about it, think about 200 different aspects that other people don't even notice. I want to nail it in a chill way. If I do a phone call, I would rather come across as a little bit weird than try to be something I'm not. That's a big difference. One of the things that's toughest for me is being perceived by the people of the same age. So as a teenager, I always wanted to, of course, have friends of my age. And I did have a few really good friends in school, lucky me. But making new friends somewhere else was never happening. You know, other people, they go out, they don't think about it, they make new friends, they meet new people. And those are people they actually want to meet. Not like me, making friends with people I don't even want to see or meet just because it's easy for me. So I think it's different for everyone, but I guess a lot of people have that feeling. And the big difference is just, there's not a single moment, a single day when being perceived doesn't feel like it's hurting. Always had the feeling people talk about me behind my back, like constantly. I don't know if that was true. Actually, maybe sometimes it was true because I was hella weird. But hey, I don't know. I was never bullied, so I don't even know where that comes from. It's just being perceived is a great word to describe all of that. And I think we could have a 1 hour podcast. It doesn't make any sense to me. I was so into dancing, like choreo dancing, and if I had seen someone on the street dancing, that was the last person I could approach, because it was almost like seeing a version of myself that I could never be. Like, I don't know why that is, but it's easy for me to talk to older people. Being an only child, I guess, I also had a lot of older people around me, just, you know, that was always never an issue. But people of the same age as me, it was like I was a different person. And that's tough when, like, I don't know. That was the thing I was struggling with every single day, wondering about it myself. And I just didn't know that there's people out there who feel the same way. That was the craziest part. I should do a separate video on that. There's so much to talk about. But the big difference, if I had known this as a child, just knowing this is a difficulty for you, for me, and it's okay. Just knowing that it's okay to have that, I could have worked my way out. And that was just because I didn't know it's a thing. You know, I didn't know nothing about this. So how are you supposed to work on something when you don't know it exists? That's why I think these videos are amazing. Yeah, we got to talk about it, right? All right, back to that. So we're talking about faces and language, body language. I don't know why nobody ever talked to me about this, because it must have been obvious. Let me put it like that. If you're in a public setting, there's people around you. There was a period of time I had these out-of-body experiences. Like, I was so aware of every little thing about me, like my arms, the position of my legs, how I was walking, how I was breathing, all of that. And how can people not be aware of that? I probably like stare, or, you know, like, if I'm so aware, it must be something, come on, like, people just ignore you, right? There's so many videos I've watched, which is obviously such an obvious trait of autism, that you have hypersensitivity. But hey, we can also be hyposensitive, which means that, you know, you might feel something a lot less than the norm. And that's the crazy part. Like, for example, I broke my toe. I didn't notice that. I broke it twice. I didn't notice. I think I broke it twice. I still don't know, actually, because I was like, oh, again, yeah. I feel like maybe that's kind of a coping mechanism also, that you just are no longer sensitive to certain things, because, like, I am really, really great at coping. Like, there's probably a lot of things that I don't even notice, that I figured out, you know, a way to do it that just makes sense for me. That's how I move through life comfortably, chill. So all these coping mechanisms make a lot of sense, and everyone has them, but like to a certain extent, right? I actually used to be very sure that I'm bipolar, because I always thought that's like being so extreme in different ways, and that's how I always felt. Like I said, like, I don't feel when I break my toe, but I'm so self-aware that it scares me when somebody just talks behind my back. I'm thinking it's me. Like, that was just two opposites constantly colliding in every aspect of my life, and like, I don't know, man, but I figured out that's not it. Oh, anyways, next one, fearlessness. You know, this sense for social justice in general. Like, come on, I don't understand, and it kind of creeps me out when people tell me, you can't do this, it's scary. Like, and maybe the situation doesn't make sense for me. Nothing scary about it, nothing dangerous about it. Actually, I feel most calm at night at 3 a.m. I always used to love walking the streets at night, and that's just not when I feel scared. I feel scared when there's people around me, daytime and shit like that, but not at night. Like, at night, bro, I walk confident. No one's gonna approach me, yo, because I have that confidence in me. That's how I move. Like, I mean, just generally, I'm just kind of fearless. Like, if I see injustice, I will not tolerate it, period. And if I ever get a big YouTube channel, I will not shut up about topics I want to talk about just because I'm scared of, oh, you know, losing followers or ending your career. Like, I'm here on this earth, just so few years we got, right? Let's say we have 100 years, that's already a lot, but that's not long. So why would I have fear? That's my way of thinking. And the last one is reaction time. So what I mean is, if there is a scary situation, you know, some people, they freak out, they run around, they scream, and me, I will stare straight ahead into the face of death. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, gotta keep a calm mind and work it out. I know it's a natural reaction to kind of, you know, have your mind empty and know how to react in the best way possible. But there's a way people, you know, people get scared just by little things. For example, if there's a loud noise somewhere, you're gonna be like, oh. But me, I might just, being in a social setting, like, once again, that's hyposensitivity, I guess. I will not do anything. I notice that just the same time as other people notice it. It will probably go by unnoticed if you only look at me, because there's no reaction in my face, there's no reaction in my voice, and Like, I will be the last one screaming in a roller coaster. When I talk to somebody, right? They ask you a normal question. You know how somebody responds immediately and it's easy for them. But for me, it's like, hold on. Do you mean this or that or this or that or what? And that's what's in my brain. So I'm like already a bit slow answering. So usually I know this so well. Sometimes I don't answer at all if I feel uncomfortable, because then I will see in the other person's face, like, they think I am naive or dumb or I can't answer the question, right? Because I could say anything, right? But the thing is, if they ask me something, I really want to answer truthfully, and I don't want to later think, oh, you shouldn't have said that, you know? That's just not at all how I want to put it. So I take that 2-3 seconds longer to respond, which is gonna, I know that, like, I see that in their faces. This is something that people think is weird. Give me my time to respond. I don't know, why do we have to be so normal? That just doesn't make sense for me. Like there's people who can drive you like crazy, like who make you so uncomfortable because yeah, no, some people, they write you, if you don't respond within a minute, they write you, is everything okay? Why are you not responding? Blah blah blah. That's not gonna work with me. I really want to talk more about being autistic on this channel because it helps me a lot. Cool thing is, everybody's different, right? If you've met one autistic person, you have met one autistic person, and there's just a lot of room for content out there. And one thing, okay, listen up. This is how I'm gonna end this video. This is the most important thing I want to say. Let's say I only have these type of videos, straight to the camera talking, autism in the title. Who am I going to reach? Only people who already know what that is. Because all my life I've never stumbled upon a single video talking about being autistic on YouTube. And that's because the algorithm pushes that to the right people, right? Now that I'm interested, I get all type of mental health content suggestions, but before I didn't get any of those. So listen up. Got a deep reason why I love cinematic vlogs. I believe that by sometimes not going too deep into the substance of what I'm talking about, by just, you know, saying being perceived, making a little short movie about that, this might reach a lot more people than straight talking to the camera. And also cinematic vlogs. People who have never heard about this are going to notice, and that can make actually a big change. So that's what I'm trying to do on this channel. This is why it's so cinematic, and I'm trying to experiment how to do it, because I don't want to create these videos that is just me talking straight into the camera, because I know the algorithm's not going to reach the people that actually really also want to reach. People like me 10 years ago. That's who I want to reach. People who don't know what it is, and just, you know, it doesn't mean that they are autistic, but they might have a cousin, they might have a kid, they might have someone who could, you know, use a little help or something like that. So that's the people I want to reach. So please, I don't know, leave a comment or something. There's nobody around me right now, so I can easily talk into the camera, but knowing that if someone was sitting there on this couch, I couldn't do it, or at least I would feel a very different way about it. Is not okay for me anymore. So like, I want to work on this and eventually film in all type of public places, but I'm not making any plans. I'm just saying this is a big goal for me, because I'm not just talking about it, I'm trying to show you how to, you know, go about your life in a better way. And this is something at least I feel has been restricting me, has been holding me back, has literally been me not living my life how I could have been living it for over 25 years. And always remember that you write your own story, and don't let nobody take that pen from you. Remember that, and I'll see you in the next video then, I guess. Actually. So, completely not mixed, obviously. It's not yet hitting, but you get the idea. It's just crazy unique sounds, man. Like, just no way. So if you're making beats and you have not checked out this fire